Drake's lawsuit is heating up and he's already dragging in content creators, so let's get into it. Remember when Drake said this lawsuit isn't about Kendrick Lamar? Well, it looks like he might have changed his mind because now Drake is requesting all documentation of Lamar's contract. This went from him wanting to know all about a song to now he wants to know all about his deal with his label? No. UMG did provide some documentation, but Drake claims virtually all of it was unreadable and incomprehensible. Drake's team is requesting the court compel UMG to provide an unredacted version of Kendrick Lamar's contract. UMG responded and stated, "Your contention that the contract as produced is somehow incomprehensible is wrong. The information we agreed to produce has been produced." So it looks like Drake is wanting more than what they initially agreed to. But UMG stated UMG does not intend to produce an unredacted version of his contract. I don't blame them. Drake's requests become more unhinged as the list goes on. Starts off, he wants all documents and communications relating to the use of Spotify by UMG employees on their personal Spotify accounts. So he's claiming that they were told to use their personal Spotify accounts to stream the record on repeat and that they would be reimbursed for the fees. Then he wants to request all documents and communications relating to the placement of the record and or the music by Kendrick Lamar on the playlist of UMG's Workplace. So the Workplace playlist at UMG that all of their employees listen to, he wants to know who's picking the songs, who's listening to Kendrick Lamar. Like, it's getting unhinged. Okay, so now nobody that works at UMG can listen to Kendrick Lamar. You're a problem. Next, he wants all documentation and communication related to any payments directly or indirectly to promote anti-Drake content, messaging, or anything above, and promote positive comments about Kendrick Lamar. This is straight out of Blake's playbook. So this is yeah. Finally, he requested all documents and communications related to this account. And from here on, he becomes exactly like Blake. And it makes sense because he has the exact same lawyer as Blake. So from here on, because this isn't the newest filing, I'm going to show you that in a second, he doxes content creators, their username, their address, their phone number in the documentation. It is insane. The fact that this is on the docket shows how shady Drake's team is, because obviously I blurted out, but this is openly for anybody to see. Could this just be this lawyer's tactics? Maybe, but I don't think it's ethical, because if you're going to deal with, content creators versus celebrities, you need to protect the content creators because they don't have near the following that these celebrities do. If they're on equal platforms, sure, whatever. But even then, you never show their information. Like, you're not just going to openly give out Kendrick Lamar's address. So I don't know why you're giving out these content creators. Now, I don't know the content creators Drake is going after, but they do make some good points. First, we got to shout out his celebration. He's already shedding light on how this could affect the music industry and is already starting to. Like, are rap battles just not going to be a thing anymore because people are too sensitive? Come on, like, we're not going to let Drake ruin that for everybody. Like I said, I don't know this content creator or the other creators that Drake is going after, but I will say that going after content creators is never a good idea. Like, ever.
You sure about that?
At first, when the lawsuit came out, I was trying to give Drake the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he had a point. Maybe there was just something we weren't seeing. To me, it felt like it was a stretch, but, like I said, I'm not in the industry, so maybe he saw something that we didn't. But the more and more he's starting to file, the more it's seeming completely unhinged. And it's just exactly how Blake's case is. If you talk about me, you're on the hit list. Oh, you're siding with Kendrick Lamar? You're on the list. Like, calm down. Calm down. My mic is out of battery, but final thoughts. This lawsuit should never even happened. Drake should have rode the wave and just came out with his own track right back and made it a whole back and forth, But instead, he just wanted to be like, oh, woe is me. If you lost the game, if you lost the rap battle, just take the L and move on. Be quiet for a little bit and then make an album. That's it. The only leg Drake semi has to stand on is the whole PDF claims, but that's about it. And that's pretty loosely because, like I said, he already had a creepo reputation before the song came out. That's why the song came out. Like, don't act like people didn't see him with Millie Bobby, or how he was with Kendra or Haley Bieber. The list goes on. But what do you guys think of all of this? As always, this is all alleged, so take it with a grain of salt and follow me for more.